Hey guys, I just wanted to get on here to talk about my favorite films of 2024. I know we're like 2 weeks into the new year, but there isn't really any new movies that are coming out that I want to watch this January. So yeah, I just want to tackle my favorite films from last year. Number 10, Alien Romulus.
Fucking thing's haunting us.
Open the door, come on.
Run.
Now, Alien Romulus, I think, is a good return to form for the franchise. There's really not much to say about this one. I think the cast was good. I think Isabella Merced is the standout here, obviously. The way it's able to use practical and CG to really elevate the film, I could really get behind and appreciate. I think it's tight pacing, it's incredible visual, its committed performances all serve well for the film, and it was just really fun. Alright, number 9. Inside Out 2. Now, Inside Out 2 is kind of a reminder that Pixar is capable of making heartfelt and thoughtful films. This movie has so much heart and care poured into the characters. The new emotions that are introduced, particularly those that are tied to adolescence, are very well handled actually, and they're handled with maturity and nuance. And I think they are able to avoid the cringe that often accompanies coming-of-age narratives that pander to kids. The animation is great. The film heart shines through every frame. It proves once again that Pixar can still captivate audiences with stories that matter. Alright, number 8. I Saw the TV Glow.
Girls, you know that, right?
Now, I Saw the TV Glow is a film that has stayed with me since I saw it in theaters. Its exploration of isolation, identity, and the effects of media isn't necessarily groundbreaking in the medium of film, but the way it unfolds is absolutely captivating. The themes of grief, loss, and the difficulty of holding on to parts of ourselves that others don't understand resonate deeply, and the film's execution keeps you hooked from start to finish. The visual style is stunning. The neon aesthetic and surreal imagery have a way of drowning you in and making you feel like you're stuck in a fever dream. But I think it's Justice Smith for me that honestly makes this movie so great, especially his performance in those last 10 minutes. His portrayal of Owen is both vulnerable and intense. The film shows Jane Schoenberg's growth as a filmmaker, blending horror, coming-of-age, and queer themes into something truly unique. Number 7.
Oh, I
Wicked.
saved you some space, by the way.
Do you really think this is fair?
I do not. I was promised a private suite. But thanks for asking.
Now, I know this is a bit high, but maybe it's recency bias. But like many, I was blown away by the energy of Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, who absolutely own their parts. Erivo's portrayal of Elphaba brings strength and vulnerability, while Grande's Glinda is charming and full of unexpected depth. Obviously, I'm not very familiar with the IP itself, but I thought the story itself was great. I have seen the discourse online around John M. Chu and his stoic direction, and I kind of agree, but not to the point where it kind of derails the film for me. The performances are what carry the film, really. The songs are hit or miss for me, I'm sorry. I do think Dancing Through Life might be my favorite one, but I could agree that Defying Gravity is the most powerful moment in the film. When it works, it truly works. Alright, number 6. Challengers.
You were incredible today.
Thank you.
I mean, it wasn't even like tennis. It was an entirely different game.
Now, I actually do have a lot to say about Challengers. Challengers, directed by Luca Guadagnino, is a gripping and seductive exploration of the complexities within a love triangle between 3 competitive tennis players who are played by Zendaya, Josh O'Connor, and Mike Fleiss. The film isn't just about the game of tennis, obviously. It's about the intense emotions that fuel the players both on and off the court. The way the camera also moves is a perfect complement to the pulsating, otherworldly score from Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor, which pulses through the film like an addictive drug, adding even more intensity to an already very steamy narrative. I think Zendaya gives out her best performance in her career. I can't really think of another role that kind of hooked me as much as this one. The raw, unfiltered moments between all of them is what makes Challenger so captivating, especially that Truro scene, which is probably the most sexually charged moment in the entire film. It's moments like that that perfectly encapsulate the film's fusion of sensuality and humor. But yeah, Challengers is equal parts frustrating, intoxicating, and completely unforgettable. Challengers is a deeply compelling ride, bolstered by fantastic performances, a stunning score, and an exploration of love and competition, and I absolutely loved it. And I am so fucking mad that it's being shut out of awards. I don't know why. I think it deserves a over queer, but that's just my opinion. Number 5. The Substance.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? Younger, more beautiful, more perfect.
Coraline Forget's The Substance is a relentless and grotesque assault on society's brutal beauty standards, especially those imposed on women as they age. The film explores not only the physical toll of time, but the emotional and psychological burdens that come up with it. I think Forget's direction weaves an unnerving dark tapestry, blending body horror with a sharp critique of Hollywood's suffocating standards, resulting in a quite disturbing narrative that's very real. Demi Moore delivers a career-defining performance as Elizabeth Sparkle, along with Margaret Qualley as Sue. The use of grotesque, almost anime-inspired body horror serves as an effective visual metaphor for the torment women face under the weight of unrealistic expectations. But I also don't think it's just about the shock value. There's, as I've mentioned, there's a deep emotional core to the film that elevates it more beyond mere spectacle. So yeah, I mean, I really love this movie, and I'm really happy it's doing well during the award race. Number 4, Anora.
If I get married to an American, I wouldn't have to go back to Russia.
Okay, so who should marry?
I've recently become a fan of Sean Baker, and Anora has only deepened that admiration. Watching his filmography after Anora made me appreciate the film even more, revealing just how skillful Baker is in tackling complex, often difficult subjects that are not really portrayed in film, like sex work and the life of sex workers, and he's able to build three-dimensional characters with that. He's always humanizing his characters, and in the film, Mikey Madison delivers a career-defining performance similar to Demi Moore. She's able to navigate the film's tonal shifts with ease, balancing comedy, vulnerability, and tragedy in the ways that keep you emotionally invested. However, I do think the movie falls a bit halfway through. The absence of Vanya, who is a key character, is definitely felt, and I can't help but feel like it kind of drags for a bit, but luckily Mikey Madison stays locked the fuck in for the whole time. She is the anchor of it all. The supporting cast was great. Igor and Vanya were phenomenal. The whole cast was great, actually. And yeah, ultimately, Anora is one of the best films that I saw last year, and Mikey Madison's performance is undoubtedly the highlight. She brings an incredible energy to the role, carrying the film's unpredictable and frantic pace while grounding it in its emotional truth. Number 3, Dee.
You're never gonna survive high school.
You're like a lizard with your scaly ass eczema skin.
Pizza face!
Ah, lizard bitch!
Hey, just call me a bitch!
Bitch.
什么叫 bitch？ 说脏话。Nobody likes you.
Now, Dee is a film that I didn't expect to resonate with as deeply as I did. I knew it was a coming-of-age film. That's pretty much all I knew. Isaac Wang as Chris and Sean Wank, the director, have created a coming-of-age film that rivals the best of the genre, and I think it's all due to its simplicity. There's no flashy drama or over-the-top moments. Instead, it's raw, grounded, and I think what really stood out to me the most was the relationship between Chris and his mother, played by Joanne Chan, who I am super mad is getting no nominations at all. The dynamic they share is one of those universal fears that I think we all have when we grow up, feeling like we might fail our parents. There's a lot of nostalgia here, yes, but it doesn't feel forced. It's not just the late 2000 vibe that takes you back. It's the universal raw emotion of growing up that shines through. Number 2, Nosferatu. Honestly, Nosferatu is a movie I was very confident I was going to like. I mean, it's Robert Eggers. He once again delivers a masterclass in filmmaking. His version of Nosferatu elevates and adapts the classic Count Orlok story in a way that feels very fresh and haunting. The gothic atmosphere is stunning, and Bill Skarsgård's transformation into Count Orlok impossible to recognize. His voice alone is chilling, and apparently he fucked up his vocal cords for the role. Now, Lily Rose Depp's performance as Ellen is also very captivating. The things she's able to do with her face is nothing short of impressive. The film's period accuracy is jaw-dropping. Yeah, I mean, Eggers' ability to craft tension through every shot is remarkable. Performances, especially by Skarsgård and Depp, bring a nuance, and while I don't really like what Aaron Taylor Johnson is doing in the film, this is nothing short of a number 2 spot for me. Number 1, Dune Part 2.
Nothing fancy.
I understand. Nothing fancy.
Now, I know it's a very basic pick, but the Dune hype hasn't died for me, and I'm all in for the ride until Messiah, and hopefully beyond that. Dune Part 2 is a modern masterpiece, and will undoubtedly set along the greats like The Empire Strikes Back and Blade Runner. The way the film elevates every single aspect from the first is rare achievement in sequels these days, and it solidifies Denis Villeneuve's place in cinematic history as an auteur. Timothée Chalamet continues to embody Paul Atreides in a way that is mesmerizing, and his performance in the third act had me so locked in. His transformation into a leader to a messiah figure is nothing short of gripping. The supporting cast is also very deserving of recognition, especially Zendaya, Austin Butler, and Rebecca Ferguson, who bring their own depth and intensity to the roles. I think what's truly remarkable about Dune Part 2 is its flawless blend of practical effects and CG, its cinematography, its ability to create a world that feels as tangible as it is otherworldly. It's a cinematic experience that will go down as a modern classic, and I feel incredibly blessed to have witnessed it on the biggest screen possible. And that's basically my list. I wanted to keep it short, but I don't know how long this video is going to run for. I wasn't able to watch a few other Oscar contenders like Conclave, The Brutalist, Nickel Boys, A Real Pain, Baby Girl, either because I was busy or they weren't playing anywhere near me. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good New Year's, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.